guess I can stop crouching and scrouching. Okay, was that Boris? And do I hear people loading their weapons somewhere? Solved Venus's Boris problem. Okay. Now I need to get out of here. And I also need to check. You have killed Boris, thereby nullifying Venus's debt to him. Okay. Is it possible I could have Boris's quarters? This is definitely more Narcissus style, without a doubt. Imagine the question here is, when you whack a Russian underworld kingpin, do his minions go away? His underlings? Or do they vie to take over his position? What happens? Do they get his office chair and slick early aughts PC? It looks like it might have some horsepower for the time. Actually, he's got two, doesn't he? He's got two PCs? Is this his backup PC? He's got a much better rig than Bertram. Maybe I've already mentioned that, but yeah. Papers Plus. 500 sheets. Okay, so gets a lot of faxes, huh? Is that readable? How do I zoom in on that? Need new furniture? Shop at Sofa King. Or Sofa King. Great, that is definitely an early aughts joke there. No doubt. Alright, well, we're going to go out into the hallway and see if the entire Russian mafia is going to come down on us here. Yeah. How much did I get? Ooh, wow. Okay. That is going to be the story of this episode. All of that experience. Should I do something about that now? Or should I wait until I have a better idea of how I want to use those experience points? Don't know why I'm crouching. Really never know why I'm crouching most of the time. Yeah. Yeah. Indecipherable art. That may be redundant, you know? Can I get back up into... Or am I even getting it? No, I don't think... I just closed that on my mobile. I really made it impossible to get back up there now. Okay, so we're going to walk right past the Russian guard there, I guess. Don't have much choice. Been in this room, right? Yeah. Although... Oh, is that... What the heck is that? Did I... Okay. There's a knife there. I already have that weapon. How did that knife get there? Did I kill someone who was in this room? I must have. Drawn a blank on all the bozo Russian minions I've taken down. This is the ball. Okay. They're still dumb. That's a good thing. Now, there were two of them at the end of this. The hell was that? Two of them at the end of this hallway. Are they still there? Yes, they are. All right, so let's take the long way around. Thankfully, when you open doors right in front of their faces, they don't even know you did it. Why are they all looking that way? And when you slam the door shut, they still don't know. Okay. It's wonderful. I don't know if I'm getting through this door. Apparently I am. Alright, you absolutely inobservant bozos have a fantastic day. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Still not what I wanted to do. Who, is that Narcissa yawning? Who's yawning? Alright, so now I'm part owner of a nightclub in downtown, right? Soon Narcissa will own more of LA than Sebastian LaCroix, right? I don't think there's any more I have to do in here. You know what I have to do? I have to feed on you because my blood's a little low now. Blood pool is running a little low, so while nobody's looking, we're going to use you to... Why is my blood... Okay, it is going up. I just thought for a second there it wasn't going to go up. There we go. Don't want to make our humanity any worse than it already is. Even for someone as wonderful as Narcissa, losing that much humanity is a problem. And I suppose we go see nightclub owner, whose name I've already forgotten. Killed like half of the Russians in LA for her, and I can't remember her name. Yeah.
Hey there, need a date?
We're going to go back up to your office because we need to do something about this horrendous walkway. That's the first thing I'm going to do as half owner of the club.
There you are. Finished yet?
Yeah, let's talk in your office.
What? Yeah, I can't hear you. Let's talk in my office.
No, let's talk in your office. It's not much quieter up here, by the way. You really do need to do something about this fire hazard. Did I already, like, comb your office for anything valuable? Okay. I think I did. Really not much. This is I still can't get over. This is, like... This is an office? What?
Boris?
D.E.D. dead.
Guess we're partners then. If you only knew what I had to do over the years to keep this place open. Tell you what, partner. Come in every few days and I'll give you your cut. Here's tonight's. I've got some money to make us. I'll hold your share of the profits. Don't forget to drop by and scoop them up once in a while,
Although, if you're only making enough to give me $250 a night, you seriously need to think about another profession. Got some money to make us, I'll hold your share of the profits. Don't forget to drop by and scoop them up once in a while. You'll see me again and often, don't worry. Goodbye, Venus. You know, I actually had some suggestions for the club. Yeah, about that walkway.
Really, I'd love to hear them, but I've got to go find a new DJ. Our old one's still spinning that Pixie Wave-matic 80s Redux electronica. It's so last Friday. Heaps of thanks again.
I think I just got blown off. I think my partner just blew me off. This walkway. You... Okay, shut the door in my face. Fine. Is there something about this walkway I missed? Did I ask that last time? Is it this way that I've got to go? Oh. I knew that. I knew that. Interesting. And now I'm what? Whoa. Wallet. Okay. Somebody's wallet just got... Well, I am owner. Could be my wallet, I suppose. Alright. That was a lot better. You didn't see me take that wallet, did you? So now I suppose we work on the plague? The bum plague? Do I even care if bums die? Can't we just let the bums die? Let the plague run its course? Can't we handle it that way? Or do I have other things to work on? I have... Ooh, I got even more experience now. Alright, I have to remember what I wanted to do with this experience, but first let's get to the quest log. Plague for the angels. I don't get it. The regent has asked you to find the cause of the LA epidemic and put an end to it. He has suggested you speak with the anarchs at the last round to get more information. Okay, we can head there. Fun with pestilence. You became ill after feeding on a bum. Turned out to be diseased. Blah, blah, blah. That's the same thing. Elizabethan rendezvous. The prince wants you to visit the Elizabeth Dane, but before you do, he wants you to contact 9 Rodriguez at the bar. Okay, so all things are pointing towards the last round, except my experience points. Now, I want persuasion. In order, the charisma attribute and scholarship ability both contribute to the persuasion feat, but I also want hacking, don't I? Wits and the computer ability. Okay, so let's do persuasion first. This is appearance attribute and subterfuge, seduction. You know, that might get... We are higher in seduction already. Appearance and subterfuge. Where are we at with both of those? Subterfuge for the next one is 6. And appearance, the next one is 8. So I would burn all 14 of my experience points to get seduction up. Persuasion, charisma attribute, and scholarship. That's 4, and scholarship is 6. I would have 4 points left over. Is there... Scholarship seems like something I would need... Research. Measures your character's ability to read books and learn new abilities. The intelligence attribute... but if I do persuasion, I would also be working towards research. There's, of course, stealth that I really need as well. Lockpicking I'm doing pretty good on. Security. I'm thinking persuasion is the wiser choice here. So, let's boost charisma. And let's boost... What was it again? It was scholarship. Alright, so that leaves me 4 points for something. And sneaking is dexterity and stealth. Need 8 for that. Where's my stealth at? Yeah, let's put some into that and get our sneaking a little higher. So we're sneaky and persuasive now. I think that those were all wise choices. Okay, now we got to find the last round. and ask about the puking bums and see if we can find Nines Rodriguez again. Gang war go down here?
I don't think so, buddy.
Do I even want to know? It's Les Opera. Are there more of these guys in these suits around, or am I just hallucinating that? Alright, here it is. Is there not a back door to this place that I could access? Did I want to access the back door? Would there be a reason why I would want to do that? I thought I could get up there before. Has Narciso lost the ability to get up there now? Yep, you can do it. Alright. Not sure why I went in the back door, but I did. Right into the toilet. Why am I crouching? It's the men's room, so there's that.
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
Excuse me? Putting an end to you. Funny, is Nine Rodriguez around here? You don't get out of my face, Anarch. I'm going to rip yours off. Whatever, you're now worth the snappy comeback later. And where's Nines?
Nines is expected. Have some manners and don't wear out your weapon.
That's rich.
Act up again, and I'll be the one showing your actions to the door.
Hey, okay, let's just have it out now. Like I said, I need to see Nines. Did you come up with that all by yourself? Yeah. Goodbye. Alright, that's not Nines, but he's familiar. There's Nines right there. You're a little kinder than that lowlife.
Well, look what the street chased in.
Just passing through. Can't talk, Jack. I'm busy. Not here for small talk now. What did you want to talk to me about? Yeah, let's hear it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down there, kid. You're not reporting for duty here, so loosen up, okay? We're just chatting. Comprende?
Well, you wanted me to come see you, did you not? Whatever. Sorry if you haven't read my primer on vampire. Sorry, but I haven't read my primer on vampire etiquette. Yeah, I'm just sick of being the low man on the Kindred totem pole. Not anymore. I'm out of here. Alex?
I can't imagine you did. Probably too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you. Am I right?
Well, it's not all that bad.
Well, if you're cool with that treatment, you'll make a great Camarilla. They love pussies.
Oh, you anarchs and your opinions. I was just saying I did what I had to do. I didn't like it. I'm no pussy, whatever you say.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive, huh? Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
You have anything to tell me about the sick bums? Politics, I ran into Nines. LaCroix is sending me to the Elizabeth Dane. You ever heard of the Elizabeth Dane?
Why? Planning on visiting?
Actually, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, why? What's up, Jack? Yes, really, you got a problem?
The sarcophagus. Did LaCroix tell you about the Ankaran sarcophagus?
Yes. No, he didn't at all. What he told me, I think, was enough.
Yeah, well, maybe I should fill you in on the details. That sarcophagus is bad news. Kindred around the globe have been going batshit since it was discovered.
All right. And why did it pull up in harbor outside L.A.?
The word is there's an ancient asleep in there. One of the fathers, one of the vampires, that if you trace your lineage way back, there's a chance it'd end up with him at the root.
Now, does that make him... That wouldn't make him one of the first three that Cain birthed. That would make him an antediluvian, perhaps? Like a third generation or something?
Ancients don't just nap. They sleep whole ages away. And when they wake up, they're hungry.
So I'll wake up and go hunting. What? You afraid of the boogeyman, Jack?
It's more than that, kiddo. Most kindred think it's one of the signs of the end, the apocalypse.
Gehenna?
Every religion has their own version of it. Kindred call it Gehenna. And the way they tell it, it starts when the ancients rise to devour their children.
Yeah, that does sound bad. Is this for real? You don't really believe this stuff, do you? I don't have time for this bullshit. See you.
No one knows for sure, really. That's just a word that's been handed down through the ages. The Camarilla denies these ancients exist.
Now, the Camarilla and LaCroix would have an interest in denying that because they're in charge now and they don't want their rule overruled. And that's probably LaCroix's interest in all this and why he's sending me as lapdog to do his dirty work. Well, it could all be hearsay. Interesting. I doubt that's true, though. Wow, that's crazy. I wonder if it's true. The scene is dead. I'm out of here.
Well, kiddo, I guess you're gonna be the one to find out. Hey, good luck. Try not to wake Grandpa Munster and kill the world, huh?
I just thought it might be Marilyn Munster killed the world, but just me. Why is the prince sending me, and why did he send me to Santa Monica? Before I go, I wanted to ask you a question. No promises. See you. Yeah, I want to ask you about the bums.
Because he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
I don't get it. Why did he want to kill me? How did Nines make a difference?
Relations, man. Calculated risk. Venturer born in a boardroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
LaCroix doesn't seem the type, but okay. You're not into public relations, Jack? Is LaCroix afraid of Nines? I thought he was the boss.
LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is the boss. That's rich.
No, you're not part of the Camarilla, are you? He's got that Napoleon thing going on. Didn't seem too short, although next to his goon, he seemed short. I'd say he's in charge of things. You're not part of the Camarilla. You don't follow Camarilla law. Yeah, let's hear more about the Anarchs. Feel here?
Kid, I never answered to no man in life. Now I sure as shit ain't taking orders from a vampire with a seat and a funny name. And when I die again, the devil's gonna have to cut me a deal if he wants my ass. Besides, I never trust anybody with an X in their name.
Look, wow, we're really working the little man syndrome thing. Croy seems like the big man on campus to me. Sort of does.
The facts are like this. The Camarilla need us to buy into their bullshit for any of their laws to mean dick. Now, telling free-living vampires they need to be ruled is a hard sell. So, the Camarilla baked up a play-nicey plan. Show everyone how great they are, so we'll all just jump on board.
Who's everyone? It's not working? Question mark. I ran into Nines. I wanted to ask you some questions. Yeah, everyone wouldn't include the Sabbat,
Free
right?
living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label anarchs. Whatever the hell that means. Anarchs. That's got a nice kick to it, though, huh? Yeah.
Tell me about the Anarchs. I think LaCroix's got that Napoleon thing going on. Say the Prince is in charge of things. I already made that point.
That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know?
What do you want to tell me? How long has the Anarch movement existed?
Yeah, I could tell you about the history of the movement, about our struggle. What's any of that shit mean anyway? Do we want to sit through history class here?
Maybe. Yeah, it's good to know your history, Mr. Poo-pooing everything.
I'm no scholar, kid, but I've been around. Seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation's ever gonna be easy, but some things you gotta decide are worth fighting for.
And what are those things? How can you win, though? Maybe. Does Nines feel the same way?
Fight harder than the other son of a bitch. Every time I yank a jawbone from a skull and ram it in an eye socket, I know I'm building a better future. You bet, kid.
Yeah, is Nines in charge here?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit.
What about the rest of Nines' crew? You seem to know a lot about the politics yourself, Jack. So you're not the chief. I never got the idea that he was the chief around here.
Yeah, I'm not sure the story on most of them. Nines crew.
Yeah, what clan are you?
Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood.
Yeah, things have changed with Bruja in the modern world, apparently. Heard a little story about a guy named Christoph. The Bruja used to be a bit different back then. I've got a few more questions.
Moving right along.
Tell me about the Camarilla. Tell me about the Anarchs. Tell me about the Sabbat. Tell me about the bums getting sick. But let's see. Tell me more about the Camarilla.
My favorite topic.
We'll go through all of them.
Don't think the Camarilla has a monopoly on those ideals, okay, kid? No one is arguing over that shit, and if they tell you that's what this fight is all about, then they're really giving you the full fist. You hear me?
Wouldn't expect an Anarch to understand, so what's it all about?
Camarilla protects the people running the Camarilla. That's it, the end. The rest of them are bloody gristle for the machine.
Kind of makes sense, but don't they maintain a little bit of order? Who runs the whole thing? Is LaCroix one of the big boys? I don't agree. Their ideas aren't all bad.
Doddering old dust farts. They might be powerful as all hell, but who knows? They're too afraid to stick their heads out of their hidey holes. And why should they? This whole huge system is built so they don't have to.
Is LaCroix one of the inner circle?
Not one of the bigs, but he ain't out risking his ass in the street, that's for sure. LaCroix has ambitions of joining that inner circle, delivering Los Angeles in their pocket would look killer on a resume.
Camarilla does good things too. Maybe that outweighs the bad stuff. Public servants are always underappreciated. Yeah, he definitely wants the corner office. Does the Camarilla do good things? And why would I try to convince Jack, who obviously isn't really going to buy it, but let's test him on it.
Not bad. Evil. Man, think if a country had the same dictator that lived for 500 years. It's also a blood-drinking predator. Think there's gonna be some evil shit come out of that equation?
But you still need rules. What about LaCroix? Got some more questions? Yeah, got more questions.
What else did you need some truth about?
Tell me about the Anarchs.
Us, so I'm told. What'd you want to know?
Oh, we're kind of... Yeah, is Nines your leader?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the
Okay,
politics.
so we're going around in circles a little bit here.
Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit.
Got a few more questions.
Moving right along.
Tell me about Sabbat. Now, you guys are opposed to Sabbat. To the Sabbat. I think. Almost sounding like you're more on their side than the Camarilla.
Again? Does everything have to be about these dickheads? The Sabbat are worthless, man. Fake tits on a zombie worthless. Fun to watch, though. Like the Three Stooges with chainsaws.
Yeah, they're anti-Camarilla, not unlike you.
Yeah, they oppose the Camarilla, but they suck when it comes to execution. The Sabbat are in the same business as the Camarilla. Sabbat have a little longer chain, but they're slaves all the same.
Okay.
Moving right along. What's on your mind?
Humans. Actually, I don't have more questions. One more thing. Huh? Yeah,
What
humans.
about them?
Don't they sometimes get in the way?
Ah, man, we got our own problems. Let the kin sink or swim.
Kin or kind? Got a few more questions.
Moving right along. What's on your mind? What about them? Ah, man, we got our own problems. Let the kin sink or swim.
Okay, so I think that's all from you, Jack. Thank you. Now, I don't know if I'm going to C9s right away because somebody might tell me about the sick bums, and that somebody might be the bartender. No, he's not the bartender, too. Really? Isn't that Narcissus Stalker? Can I not talk to him? Can't talk to any of these guys? Alright, fine. This the door out? Yes, this was the front door, I guess. Alright, I didn't actually want to leave. They're talking to Jack, though. Sometimes a little fresh air does help. Can I talk to you about
Sabat chased you in here, Cammy?
Cammy as in Camarilla? Is that your cute little joke? Wouldn't it be Sabby, then? Chase me in there? What are you talking about? Why do you ask? What the fuck's your problem?
Heard Nine saved your ass again.
Again?
You think
Oh, that's
Flora
right.
would
Yeah,
stop
he did
counting
save
his
me
money
twice.
long enough to get your back, Jack?
You mean again? No, he did do it twice. Theoretically. Could have handled that myself. Yeah, what's your problem?
Oh, you want to know what my problem is? All right, I'll tell you what my problem is. You ready? You are my goddamn problem. Anyone who would lay it down for some cape in an ivory tower deserves what they get.
Okay. So, like when the antediluvian in the sarcophagus comes awake, we shouldn't, like, know how to be prepared? Like, what is he? You're just mindlessly antagonistic. Cape, like to play for the winning team. I make my own fate. Alright, I'll hear you out.
An alternative? Being here. That's a step in the right direction. I'm Damsel, den mother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix rolled in.
When did he roll in? Tremere Regent says an anarch is responsible for a local epidemic. Pissed, you don't say. Drink some blood or bad blood or something? I don't know about LaCroix. I'm cool with nines, though. Alice?
That goddamn blood witch told you what? He thinks we're responsible for that plague bearer? If I hadn't promised Nines I'd keep my nose clean, I'd go over right now and rip him a new wizard shoot. Magic missile casting motherfucker!
I don't even know that you'd find your way to his inner sanctum. What's a plague bearer? Sure would. Tell me about this. Sure you would. Tell me about this plague bearer, yeah.
A plague bearer's a fool that doesn't care who they feed from. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. Enough gets sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
So how do you get rid of one? Sounds like an anarch problem.
Seen old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearer's gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
Yeah, I suppose I could help, and I'd like to help anyone but you. I'll do it, but only because I'm poor. And The Anarchs make a mess. I suppose I have to clean it up. Think about doing it. I'll have another question. I have another question first. Yeah, I guess I could do it.
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him.
Alright, so I gotta go to the Skyline Apartments and look for Paul. Go check it out. Ghouls. Why is it always ghouls? Fine, I'll check it out when I can. And ghouls are humans that work for vampires, and I'm not sure exactly what ghouls are. Did they drink blood from vampires and they got hooked to a vessel? What are ghouls all about? Hope this guy's up front. Be a shame if I had to beat it out of him. I'm off. Yeah, I think that's all I need from
Wait,
you.
if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pot. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
Okay. I'll ask around right now. Bye, damsel. Sounds like a bag of laughs. Maybe I'll get to it later. Before I go, I have a question. I think that's it. Stairs are almost as bad as the walkway. The confession. All right, Nines, let's have it.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
All right, go on.
You got a right to know the score. For the Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those Kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. And it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
Aren't you part of the Camarilla? Isn't the prince the leader of the Camarilla? This is all interesting, Nines. I really have to go. Can I go now? I don't think he is part of the Camarilla.
Them's fighting words, newbie. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example out of you. See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be. Which is, of course, the biggest load of horseshit a man ever heard.
Still don't understand. You were at the trial. Isn't the prince the leader of all LA Kindred? Whatever, I'm leaving. Yeah, so what's... If not the Camarilla, if not Sabat, what's your story?
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. A bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people
I
suffered.
don't know, a few of them jumped from windows.
At the top, the world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
Yeah, and I see it's doing really well with the plague and the problems and, you know, somebody killing a bunch of people and, yeah. Anarch-free state. So the Camarilla is new to LA?
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
But you do kind of follow the Masquerade, like the Camarilla, right? Tried meeting with the Camarilla, not a fan of the prince, huh? Sounds like you're the prince of the Anarchs.
No such thing. And again, newbie, don't throw those kind of words around lightly. You're risking a beatdown. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. A long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bidded or switched sides. The most veteran soldier on the battlefield.
Alright, but you need rules. Okay? Nines, relax. Not a fan of the prince, huh? Have you tried meeting with the Camarilla? Coterie of scoundrels and ruffians is what you command, sir.
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
Doubt them who would sponsor artists. You wrestling shows for everyone.
I got their meeting right here.
Okay, I thought I was going to learn something from you, but you're just like snarling at me. One more question. Any advice you can give me? Now the cliche is complete.
Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. But you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
Can you teach me how to fight? Don't think I need that. Thanks for all your help, Nines, whatever help you gave me.
LA's the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
Alright, Nines, relax. The Anarchs sound more regimented and militaristic than damn Camarilla. But you guys are all about, you know, free-for-all LA. Whatever. Okay, so let's get to... Let's get to Paul the Ghoul's apartment. And Damsel said he was in... Where the heck was he? Let's see. Skyline Apartments, right. And does it... all at the Skyline, do I have any idea... Do I have any idea where in the Skyline Apartments? Is it going to be obvious? And where are the Skyline Apartments? I need a downtown map again. Alright. Skyline Apartments are building 2. Of course, they're back exactly where I came from. Yeah, before I came here. Okay, fine. No, I'm finding that conversation with Nines wholly unsatisfying, if I'm being honest. I don't think he learned much about me, and I don't think I learned much about the Anarchs. So, yeah. Only thing useful in that visit to the last round was a tip from Damsel. And I had to put up with her attitude to get it. Now, let's get presents ready to go here. Employees only. I don't know if I want to head to the basement right away, but... Okay. Really? Something wrong with this door? Is there something wrong with that door? Okay, nice. Camera on the bathroom. That's swell. Whoa, what was that? What the hell was that? Do I want any of that? Why would I even touch that? Okay. We're back in the air ducts. We are back in the air ducts. Email, apartment notes. Let's try our elite Hexor skills. Skill too low to make hack attempt at difficulty 5. Alright, so we could blood buff, maybe. Let's try a blood buff. That might let us do the thing. Nope. Believe it is still too low. Okay. Apartment notes? Oops. My key is having troubles there. Oops. Now I'm having typing troubles. Okay. Did something happen there? Did I do a thing there? Try that again. Apartment 1. Oops. I think I need a space there. Simon Milligan. He's on TV, so odds are footage of his place will be worth something eventually. Got to keep an eye on him. Who the hell is running this damn computer? Sean Milton. He's a slob, and he never really has chicks over. Some guy has been staying with him lately, so I haven't wanted to watch much. Georgia Welch. This rich broad is pretty hot. Oh, the password on her door is 9648. So maybe I'll sneak in there and steal some panties to auction off. 9648. Let's remember that. That was apartment 3. Vacant. No reason to keep an eye on this one. Paul Anderson. I thought there was no reason to watch him, but then I caught him upstairs. I'll keep the tape rolling. Okay. 9648. I'm going to remember that, right? Hannah Glazer, the gold mines. Something hot is always going down in here. That something is usually Hannah herself. Okay, then. Let's get home. And let's get to exit. Oh, no, it's quit. Right. I knew that. Okay, that was a little strange. 9648, apartment 3. Oh, sewers come up here. Interesting. Need a flashlight around here. Don't think there's anything else around here of interest to me. Okay. Get back upstairs. There is that air duct. I gotta remember that. Now, can I... Gillian Welsh, she was 19648, right? Now, where do I want it? Do I want to go to number 3 first? So, the guy staying with the slob is probably... Oops, what's going on here? Is probably Paul the Ghoul, right? Work? Believe it worked. Now, is she home? Is she gonna freak out when I walk in? Seriously. Tiffany lamps and vases and pretentious art. Okay. Nothing in here, it seems. She got any packs of blood in the... Alright, that's interesting. I may need access that at some point. What did this screensaver say? I'll save your screen, nerd. Okay then. Available menus safe. Okay. Password is required to enter this subdirectory. Doesn't look like I've got the mojo for this. Okay, this is an even higher hack level than the basement Irv's computer. Alright, so she's obviously not home. Obviously a bunch of ways. Okay, so that's the safe, if I could get at it. And otherwise, nothing of interest here. Another PC. This one not accessible. Okay. And what, I forget what floor. I may have to go to the basement again here to remind myself what floor Paul might be on. Make that happen here. Paul is apartment 5. He's probably not the guy living with the slob. Probably. Boy, this elevator is frightening. Why is it so damn loud? Alright. Door is open. Interesting. Same style of apartment as the rich snob woman. What we got here?
Hi, Paul. It's Hannah. Just calling to see how you are. I hope I didn't give you what I've got. I feel like crap. Actually, I need to ask you a favor. Could you pick me up some cold medicine at the store? I hate to bother you, but I can't seem to get out of bed. The code on my door is 1203. Hey, listen, I had a really good time the other night. Maybe we could do it again sometime. Sorry, I'm rambling. Okay, bye.
1203 for Hannah, and Hannah was top floor, right? Because that's where Surveillance Boy saw Paul go to. Right? Okay, move those snobby dining room chairs if we wanted to. I don't think I have any interest in doing that. Does he have a safe as well? Nobody's home, which is good. This must just be the bathroom again, right? Nothing of note here. Guess we're not going to be bringing her any cough medicine, are we? Another bathroom downstairs. Oh, wait. Okay, didn't see that. Paul didn't make it, did he? Okay. Hello, Paul? No, I didn't. Paul's already dead. I don't need to beat him to death. So there's that. Okay, I guess we're not getting any information. Whoa, easy, Paul. Paul's dead and he's pushing me around. Okay. Not getting any information out of Paul, are we? Tempted to go through the air ducts just to find out where they go, but yeah. Alright, so let's go to the next floor up. I believe is the 6th floor. Take the scary elevator up to the 6th floor. So far, the elevator is the scariest thing about this episode, even beyond Paul's corpse there. I'm not getting like a satisfying click whenever I put in the code. Like when I put in the right code, I need, an acknowledgement that I put in the right code. What the heck? All right. All these apartments are the damn same. What the hell? Definitely need some lights on in here. There's that. Now, is she going to be dead in the bedroom, or... Alright, she's getting close to dead. You sound really good, Hannah. Maybe if you turn the light on, it might improve your health and mood? What's with hanging out in the dark? I mean, Narcissa's a vampire, and even she turns a light on every now and then. Alright, you don't have a appointment book. Did she just die on me?